Good morning and welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum. This is episode 23, which I think is unusual that it's on August the 23rd. I don't know if y'all have been paying numbers of the episodes, but sometimes they land on the number of the date, which I think is fascinating. There's something to numerology. I don't know anything about it, but I'm just saying there's something to it. Anyway, this is Saturday Morning Momentum, and we are here for another Power Hour. I am joined by the loveliest ladies ever in the universe, and that is Lori, Liz, Jen, and Lee. And we are the Saturday Morning Momentum crew, and we're here to motivate you, inspire you, get you working on some projects you want to get working on, just help if you're having a stumbling block. And then we would appreciate it if you would give us your input as well, because even though we're pretty fabulous, we're not perfect. And sometimes we encounter stumbling blocks as well. And we are here as a community to help and lift up one another. I'm all about lifting up one another. Bailey wants to join our fabulous, crew here too, even though she's wet and muddy all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. So anyway, this, like I said, is episode 23, and we're just going to get another power hour under our belts. I need it this week because I have been sick, and everything I planned to do this week, I got one thing done out of the two things that I needed for this week, but the rest of my week just fell away. I felt kind of like I was a snowy mountain and an avalanche happened. And I got buried under all the snow, even though I was the snowy mountain. Okay, so how are you ladies doing? Lori, how was your week?
It was pretty good. Honestly, I mean, I had a light week, so that's always nice. And I got some things done, and everybody cooperated. And yeah, I had a pretty good week.
Very good. How about you, Liz? Liz, you went back to work.
It was a dumpster fire, but thanks for asking.
Oh no, Liz.
Oh,
it's only one way to go, and that's up. So we're all good.
Notice that Liz's analogy has to do with fire. Mine has to do with the cold. Can you tell what our hells were like?
We're covering all the bases.
Oh my God.
But actually, though, I did wind up, I'm looking at my intentions now, and I did accomplish all of them except read Peace and Plenty, and that I DNF'd. So I don't know if I'm just not in the right moment for it or not, but otherwise, I think I did everything. So that's good.
That is good.
I'll take the wins where I can get them.
Sorry, I had to turn my fan on. I'm starting to get hot. I don't know what it is. I think it's because the sun comes into my window, like on this side, and then I get hot. So I have a fan now, so that I don't, so I can feel cold. How are you, Jen?
I'm doing okay. I got to put my nerd hat on for just a minute, because when you talked about like snow and ice, and then Liz talked about fire, I couldn't help but think about Robert Frost's poem, Fire and Ice, about how some say the world will end in fire, others say in ice. So, not that I'm predicting we're having an end to the world, but I think I like what Liz said. Things can only go up from here. I'm doing, okay. My back is still an issue, but I do have an MRI this Friday to try to kind of see what's going on. I taught just one class last week, a poetry class. So that went really well. It was the first live class I'd had since, summer break started. So I'm always anxious about, did I forget everything? Can I still do this live? And it went really well. So that was uplifting. That was the main thing I really focused on this past week, was just getting ready to get back into that, that whole routine again.
Mm-hmm. That's very good. Very good. And Lee.
Hi. I'm doing pretty good. My back's been hurting me as well. Not as bad as Jen's. But I was in a bad car accident when I was a little kid, so my back's hurt me my whole life. But so I kind of know some things to help manage it a little bit better. But now that I'm looking at my intentions for last week, I hit 2 of the 4 and we'll finish one today, which is my Key West challenge. So I'm going to finish that today.
Yay. I love that you do those. You're doing those challenges. Liz, you're doing one too, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing the Arctic challenge, and Lee is the one who inspired me to do it. And it's so fun. It is so fun.
So it's well worth the money to do it, you think?
I think so.
Okay. Because ever since you have brought it up now, I get the ads like on Facebook and stuff. And they have all kinds. I think there's a Vincent Van Gogh one or something like that. And I'm like, oh my God, Vincent Van Gogh. I might be crying the whole time I'm doing it, but I love him. And then there's Scooby-Doo. Yeah. So I don't know. You might convince me. It might be something that I will treat myself to do for 2026, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see who is here with us today. Alexis, good morning. I just completed my top 3 intentions for the week. We'll start with you. Jamie, good morning. I am feeling better. I am getting kind of antsy. I'm trying to be a good girl and not push myself, but it's hard, I will tell you. And of course, here's our Lori, always in the chat. She does such a great job. Morning, Jen. How are you? And then good morning to our ladies. Good morning, Alicia. And I am feeling better. I wish I could be like 100% back to normal, but that would be unrealistic. Good morning, Jacqueline. My brain woke me at 5 Central Time, so I've already caught up on my Bible recap and started a load of laundry. Excellent. And how has school been going, Jacqueline? Jacqueline has gone back to school. She is a high school English teacher. So I know, like, very exciting. I always love seeing what she's reading with her kids and what she's doing. Fantastic. And oh no to Liz. Yeah. And good morning, 6. Welcome. Good morning, Esther Jane. We are happy that you are here and I hope you're looking forward to our next Beaumont book. We're going to be starting that on Monday. Ooh. So I guess we will go into setting our intentions for this morning. My intentions are basically to get myself organized. I need to plan for the week and just kind of reset, see where I'm at and just kind of do a blank slate of where I'm at. Y'all will be happy to know that even though this is the one thing where habits, and I have to thank Lee, I have to give her all the credit because Lee's the one that got me to reread Atomic Habits. This is where your habits and stuff really do come into play and you think, oh, I keep doing this in and out. What's the big deal kind of thing. But when something like getting sick happens, it's like if you wouldn't have them in place, it wouldn't be that great. I don't think if I would have been walking as long as I've been walking, I wouldn't be feeling as good as I am feeling at this point. That's one thing. I don't think I'd be getting my fluids in if I wouldn't have been pushing myself to get my water intake, and I've been very conscious. Now, it doesn't mean that I haven't been eating some comfort food, but I've been very conscious of trying to fuel with good food, so I'm very, very happy about that. So I just need to reset, regroup, and see where I need to go because this is our last week of August, y'all. And then we're into a new month. Wow. So what about you, Lori? What are you planning on doing?
That just hit me.
You had a look of shock on your face there, Lori.
End of August. I was like, oh, sorry. I am going to work on catching up on my YouTube channel comments from all of my folks that have commented because I have been slacking in that area. So that's my first priority. And then if it doesn't take me the entire time, I have my book journal stuff over here as well. So I'll probably do that. I might read. I'm buddy reading with somebody and I'd like to finish it by the end of the month and I'm halfway through, but it's a chunker. So I may read. I don't know. We'll see.
Sounds good. And Liz, what are your intentions?
I think I'm going to pay some bills and then plan the week. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. And Jen?
I'm going to plan the week and try to finish the book I'm reading now, Wilding Hall by Elizabeth Hand.
I love that book.
I'm loving it. I think I'm like 61% into it, and I'm enjoying it.
It is so good. I mean, I thought it was so good. And Lee?
Atomic Habits catch up.
That's good. That's good. I mean, even if at the end of the book it was not one of your favorites, Lee, you can at least say you read it.
That's right.
It is that I am enjoying it, and I am liking and implementing the things. And when something's introduced into your life, it just seems to now come around you. If you hear about a new car all on the road all the time,
Right.
Everything in my life seems to be surrounded by atomic habits now. People saying, set systems, not goals. James Clear said atomic habits. Everything's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, let's see what everybody else is planning on doing. Chris Wildfire's here. Hello. I'm all set. Already have the book from the library. Excellent. And my intention is go to the grocery store during Power Hour. Go girl. That's good. I hate the grocery store, but that's the one thing we'll have to give my husband 1,000 gajillion gold stars for. He doesn't mind doing it. Jacqueline is exhausted because she is teaching, but I've got all the same kids I had last year in ELA 9 since now I'm back to only teaching ELA 10. I've made them start grammar already, so I'm not their favorite right now.
Yeah.
And you see, I love grammar. I mean, my kids always grown too. And I was the grammar teacher that diagrams still, because I'm one of those sicko grammar people that loves diagramming.
Same. Kindred spirit. Same.
But they just don't understand. I'm like, you will understand your grammar so much better if you can see it visually. This year is flying by quickly. I have to get ready for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party for my son in the same weekend. Yow.
Busy.
That's a lot.
I love that event. I haven't been in years, but I love it so much.
And Jen says, I'm going to record a video or two. I need to get in the habit of batch recording as much as possible now that school is starting in less than 2 weeks. Oh, good for you. I cannot do that. I just don't have enough storage to do batch, sadly. Jamie said, for Power Hour, I'm going to start planning for the Mystic Readathon, so I have an idea what I want to look for at the library today. Excellent. Yeah, if you're a Vampire Diaries fan, that one's being hosted by Nell. I wish I would have known about it last year, because I feel like jumping into it in a different season is weird. Not that I have any time to do it anyway, but just the thought of it sounds good. Alexa said I'll be doing my morning momentum routine update reading spreadsheet.
Hardest reading challenge.
Reading challenge tracker. Update SM stats. Graphics and reading journal. What is SM? Saturday morning stats? Update Saturday morning stats?
Maybe.
Hey, Shannon, made friends with the like button. Thank you, my friend. Woke up, got to get coffee and the clean house. Yeah, I gotcha. And my sister-in-law did homeschooling, and she taught her kids diagram, and they understood it more. Yeah, I think it's valuable, but it is archaic to some people. And social media. Okay. I feel like we're on a quiz show.
Yeah.
Like, $1 million. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to get ourselves into Power Hour. Get our kitty cat all ready to go. And start. And happy Power Hour, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome back. So, how did everybody do that? That hour flew for me. I had a lot to think about. So how did you do, Lori?
I did okay, but I'm not done. It took a lot longer. I mean, I think I'm close to done, but there were just so many comments, which I'm so grateful for. And I tried to answer every single one. And yeah, it's a lot, but it just made my heart happy. So it was worth it.
Right. And they appreciate it. People do appreciate having their comments.
Yeah.
Recognized. At least
I
know
do. Yeah.
How about you, Liz? Were you pretty productive?
Very productive, and it was really great to be able to look at the week ahead and reset completely. So I feel much better. Yes, good thing.
I know. I kind of feel like you and I were on the same page, just from different circumstances. And when you have that feeling of discombobulation, I mean, you feel like you're treading water, and you almost want to just surrender. Just whatever happens. But you keep treading water. How about you, Jen?
First thing I had to do was clean out the cat litter box because both of the cats had done their business, and I walked out of my office and I was like, fall out. So I did that. And then I got my upcoming week planned, and I got 67% into Wilding Hall.
Oh, good. Very good.
And you still like it? Oh, sorry.
I do. I just made an annotation about, how very Fleetwood Mac of this, which that's one of my favorite bands, obsessed with Fleetwood Mac, obsessed with Stevie Nicks. So I really love that aspect of it too.
Well, and it's a kind of book, if you like folk horror, subtle horror.
Yes.
That's not real, I guess light horror, I guess would be about it. But I love folklore. Y'all know that. And so it has elements of it that you just, and especially when you learn about some kind of folklore, from a different country that you've never heard of before, it really gets you interested, especially because of the birds. It kind of reminds me, and if anybody's read The Dark Half, the situation with the birds, so it's like they had folklore with that too, so I don't know.
I love folklore and folk horror. I have a few classes I teach on folklore and folk horror. So I love that element of this book too. And that kind of liminal space where you're in one place, but could you slip through a door and go somewhere else? Yeah.
Right. That's the portal. I know. So if anyone has not ever read it, I would recommend it. It's very short. Mm-hmm. But it's I don't know, it's kind of like a comfort read. I mean, if that makes any sense to to anybody. It's not anything jarring or anything like that, but it kind of makes you think after. I read it years ago and I still think about it, from time to time. I need to read more of her stuff. Because I liked her writing. I thought she writes really well. So, Lee, how about you? Did you finish Atomic Habits?
3 chapters done.
Woo! Very good. Very, very good. And I did my week, except I did leave a lot of blank space because who knows what's going to happen. Or if I'm going to have the energy level for it, to do the things that I want to do. But I did get that done. I wrote out a list of all of the books that I want to finish by the end of August. And really, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there. I need to let Esther Jane know that we are not starting the Beaumont book on Monday because Monday is not the 24th. Monday is actually the 25th. So I had my dates wrong. So we'll be actually starting Beaumont on Sunday, which I realized that once I started writing my calendar out. So Esther Jane, that was on me not knowing what date's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Is our book on your list to finish for January? Oh my gosh,
January?
August. January. I hope we're done with it by January.
I hope so too, because otherwise these poor people are going to be stuck like my people in the snow, from Voices in the Snow. Yes, I'm going to finish, Lee.
No,
but listen, do not feel any pressure. The only reason I want to finish before August is it's counting for a square on my summer book bingo.
No, pressure's going to help. Pressure's going to help me get it done. So yes,
because she had on the board a prompt, flowers on the cover, and I'm telling you, I had no books to read this summer that I was reading that had flower. I mean, like Lunch in Paris, or the other one had like little tiny watercolors that you could tell they were flowers, but to me, I was like, she wants flowers, kind of thing. So there's my parchment paper. My parchment paper, I had a tip about putting that over your ring light so your ring light's not so like into your face. I don't know if it helps or not, but it kind of does, because I feel like I'm just had the sun come in my eyeball. But anyway, I figured I had a 50-50 shot, because it was either flowers on the cover or flowers in the title. The lady's name has flowers in her name.
Yes.
So I asked, the author's name has flowers and it's on the cover.
Yes, it is.
And so this other person said, that's a great idea. And I'm like, well, it might be a great idea, but Tiffany's the one that's got to approve it. So Tiffany's like, that was very creative. Yes, you can if you want to. So now I'm like, I've got to finish this because I kept thinking all good people here does not fit any of my prompts, because I already fulfilled them. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but I don't want you to feel like you pressured to have to finish it when I finish it. We'll talk about it whenever we do it. So anyway, I have quite a few books that I need to finish, and I'm excited about finishing them. I really, 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 really want to go into September with no books unfinished except for Atomic Habits, because Atomic Habits we knew was going to go weeks or whatever. So anyway, that's what happened with me. So we did have Kaylin, Alex, Eleanor, and Travis join us while we were in Power Hour. So I'm so glad that they stopped in. Eleanor is in LA now visiting her daughter, which I think is pretty cool. And trying to look back on these, trying to get back. It's like, you star stuff. Also, Molly came in too. She didn't have a power hour in her, but she's about to make breakfast and take meds. So that is your power hour. Like I said, Eleanor is in Los Angeles with her daughter. Michelle popped in also, and I think what she scheduled for Power Hour was pretty cool. I don't know if y'all read that. She's going to go through all her craft and stationery type items to drop off at a local recraft store later today. Everything they sell is donated by locals. So I thought that was pretty cool that they would be able to use those items. You never know. Art teachers, always looking for supply. Teachers in general are always looking for, cost-effective ways, to buy things, because they don't really get much of a stipend. And then we also had someone new to Power Hour, and that's Musical Maggie. She was talking about doing dissertation edits, but not sure if she would be able to get them done in an hour, but at least it would be able to get her started. So it was nice to be able to have that. And thank you, Lee, for explaining to Six. He's also new to Power Hour, and you explained what Power Hour was to them. And Six said, I'm a slow starter, but my intention is to get out of bed, get dressed, and start going through my email with a giant bottle of water. There's water and Diet Coke, right? So we know that Six has a sense of humor, which is great. So I'm excited that we got this week. I can look at it and kind of feel hopeful that I can get some stuff done.
Yes,
I like a new week. And also too, I don't know about y'all, but I love when a new month starts on a Monday.
Yes.
Love
that.
Like that. But what's wonderful about September is not only is it on a Monday, but it's also Labor Day.
It's a holiday.
So how lovely was the universe with that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do want to mention that poor Alicia had to change her plans for Power Hour because a downpour came and got her.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta love the weather. I love that weather. Okay, so what are we planning to do? What are our intentions for the upcoming week, Lori?
I am going back to that dang training that I really love. Can you tell how much I really love it? And make progress on that. I also have to do an invoice this week for several things. And so, you know, if I want to get paid, I got to get that done. So that's the one goal, but it's work related. And then I have to speak at an event next week at the Ground Zero Museum, which because of Katrina, you know, it's about the anniversary of Katrina coming up. And so I agreed to moderate a panel, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I need to get with the girl who asked me to do it and make sure I understand what what I'm supposed to do here. Because she sent me some stuff in the mail, but I just want to clarify with her. But anyway, I have to prep for that and then execute that and hopefully execute it well. I'm also planning, I have 2 books I'm currently reading that I'd really like to get off my shelf before the end of the month. One of them is The God of the Woods, which is a buddy read with my friend PJ, and I'm halfway through, so I feel pretty good about that possibility. And then I'd started Mary by Nat Cassidy. Have any of you read that?
I did.
I haven't read it, but I want to.
It is the creepiest. It's like creepy, hilarious horror, and I'm loving it. And my daughter is making me listen to it on audio because she said that was better. And she's been bugging me to listen to it for a while. So I finally said, okay. So I'm going to try to finish that this week too, because it's really good. It's good. Yeah. And The God of the Woods is good too. And then if I have time, because it's real short, I bought The Correspondent, and everybody is raving about that one that's read it. So they just keep saying they just loved it. So I'm glad I got it, and I'm going to try to maybe get to that because it's super small. And then the fourth goal for me is back to the bookish inventory. I did find out from Libib that you can download, and I figured out how. And so I have a spreadsheet now with all of the stuff that's in my shelves. I now would have to go in, and some of them popped up as read. So I don't know how that happened because I didn't put that in there, but maybe it's connected to Goodreads somehow. I don't know. But so some of them are marked as read, which is really good. But I'm going to kind of go through that now and start adding the either audiobooks or ebooks. I won't finish, I'm sure, but I would like to start that too. So I just have everything in one place, and then I can, I don't know what, then I can.
Well, that's amazing, though. I mean, what an accomplishment to know what you have in your library.
Yeah.
So, and that you have access to it, and all you have to do now, you just have to maintain it. So I guess whenever you unhaul a book, you delete it.
I will have to delete and add. Yeah, exactly. And because I have it on my phone, if I'm in the store somewhere at a bookstore, I can say, do I have this book? And I can look and see that I do, which I did at the library book sale last month. I was very happy that that happened. And I could say, oh yeah, don't buy that because you have it. So it's, so I love this app. I'm very happy with it. So far, they haven't told me I need to pay them money. So that's also good.
Yeah, it's nice when you do have free access. I mean, at some point, somebody has to be paying for it somehow, whether it's ads that pop up or whatever the case may be. But it's nice when you do have some kind of free resource, because not all of us have the funds, and not all of us want to have a subscription. And you know, it's one of those things that all sounds great in the beginning, but then, or they offer you a deal and you're enjoying it, and then all of a sudden they want to jack the price up, not incrementally. They want to do it like in such a huge way. That's what happened with StreamYard. Some people ended up getting rid of StreamYard because it was like a shock and blow how much more they wanted people to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, at the end of the day, like, you are doing this for your personal library. It's not like you're making money off your personal library.
Yeah. Right.
Let me go get a second job to pay for my subscriptions,
Right.
to maintain my library.
I know. And when I shared with Lisa how many were on there, just the physical ones, she was like, I knew it was over 1,000. And I said, but some of these are yours. Some of these are yours. And she said, very few of those. But that's not true. I would say at least over 100 of them are hers, I'm sure. So I'm going to
over 100. Okay,
Yeah.
but less than 200 of the over 1,000.
I'm going to count so that because we're both like that. So I'm going to say, now look how many are yours.
So I did neglect our chat. I have to tell y'all, I neglected our chat for their progress report. So before I get to Liz, I'm going to go back and figure out what everybody else did during that time. I do apologize. I'm rusty, y'all, from just like, not being in my routine. So Alicia said, I pushed back my grocery store run because of rain. I made a list of my newly purchased books that will be wrapped for my reading challenge so I don't buy again. And then Alexa says, I was able to write 4 reviews and my NetGalley is now 74% feedback. Excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, Michelle said that hour flew by. I got everything ready that I want to donate. Excellent. Shannon got coffee, made grocery lists, and started cleaning. Wonderful. And then Musical Maggie said, only managed to eat breakfast, figure out how to connect my new extended display and type 1 sentence. Well, but you know what, you say you only managed to do that. That's still something. I mean, everything that you do is progress. 6 started with 164,049 emails and down to 164,020 chipping away. I would actually have so much anxiety that I would have to abandon that email.
Yeah, that's
as it is. I have emails that I need to clear out in this one. It's my email that a lot of my, like whenever I order something, so it's a lot of, advertisements and stuff that happen, but there's some things in there that I need to sift through. And when that thing starts I just go in and I just delete it all. Because like I'll save some stuff thinking I'm going to go back and read it. And I can't have it. So it's amazing. It's amazing that you can have that many in there. Jen recorded both videos on her new camera. Congratulations. I finally figured out how to use it. All reviews were great for video, especially YouTube videos. Well, they were wrong. The quality is so bad and I can't return it.
Jen.
I'm so sorry, Jen. I can send maybe some information if you want to even try again. I got it from a booktuber, Katie. She sent me her information. I've been hesitant about using a camera just because I don't know. There's so much about having your phone that you can do with it that you can check right there in real time that I'm like, I think that's what's been my hesitation. But I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That makes me feel sad for you. And then Travis said his Dyson just stopped working and vacuuming. Now I got to play mechanic on this thing and I'm no mechanic. Well, that should be interesting. You'll have to keep us posted if you fix it or not. And to Travis, I would say it either full or you may have hair caught up around the roller in the front. I have that a lot. Easy fixes though. That is true.
Yeah.
That happened with the dog fur gets stuck.
Yeah.
So, or check the filters. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. And then Kaylin's can't read this morning, Lori. Laura, and didn't realize that was you.
It's me, my friend. That's okay. Did I write
Laura? Laura is her alter ego. And Alexa says, I feel the same way, Kat. I cleaned up 2 finished of 10 currently reads. Very nice.
Good job.
Highs. And then Chris says, after Atomic Habits, can we do a group read on the book, How to Decide? I think you said you were interested in that one. Probably not, Chris, just because we have people that want to do the artist's way, and we talked about starting that on the first day of fall. So that's one of the things that we need to talk about. So, and 6 clarified for us that she is a woman. Well, I just want to make sure.
Yes,
that is the case. And a downpour and writing weather for me. Light a candle and some incense and spooky ambience video, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to what our intentions are for this week. And Liz, you want to take it away?
Sure. Well, I don't really know. I have a couple of ideas. Lori actually turned me on to that app, and I've been using it to inventory everything.
Oh,
like
good.
Magazines, games, puzzles. Like, I'm out of control. So I think what I want to do is download everything in the spreadsheets before they make me pay. About that. So that is one thing I'm going to do.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think so. It's easy to do too.
Oh, the
spreadsheet,
yes, but I had to look. I mean, it didn't take me long at all. I just had to look. I'll tell you if you can't find it, but I think it was in the settings.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah. But I did it on the computer. I did not do it on my phone. So
I like doing the stuff on the computer too, because it's easier to upload the covers too.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. I could scan them with my phone, but the spreadsheet I wanted to do on the computer. Yeah.
So that's a goal. A second goal is my cousins, actually, my younger cousins said that they want to get back into pen paling with me, which is something I did when they were little. Yay. And so I think what I'm going to do is treat myself to some, really cute stationery and all the little accoutrements. So I'm going to do that and then walk for my Arctic challenge. So those will be my 3, and everything else is to be decided.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's awesome. I think that's the one thing. I mean, if anybody has personalities like me, sometimes when I put my intentions down and I don't get to them, I feel like a failure with that. But I got to realize it's an intention. It's not like anything that is set in stone per se, and as we know, things just come up, for that. So, and also too, I think having intentions, though, the positive part of it is to have something to look forward to. And if you can add some other stuff to it, that makes it even better, like the icing on the cake. So Jen, what about you? I know you have the MRI on Friday.
Yes, I've got my little board right here that I pulled out to start using again. So I just schedule. I won't tell you what days everything is happening, but I just put like days, like I am going to film, edit, and schedule my September TBR on Monday. And then I'm going to work on my presentation this week for the conference coming up that first weekend in October. I have a psychiatry appointment on Wednesday at 10. So I got to do that. I'll be prepping for my poetry class, teaching that class on Thursday. And then Friday, I have the MRI. And I'm also going to be prepping for the major semester literary classes that come after Labor Day when I start teaching those. I've taught them both before, so that's a bonus. But I'd like to obviously review and kind of, refresh my memory. So that's my plan for this week.
Yeah, even though I've taught stuff over and over again, sometimes I'm like, I just need to refresh myself. I just feel like, when I don't do that, that's when I feel like I'm the most nervous, or like I'm going to forget some important, fact or whatever. I don't know. In fact, sometimes I even like to have my notes with me, even though I've gone over something, just to refer to, because I just don't feel like I can. I feel like I blank out sometimes if it's just too much pressure.
Yeah. And every student is different, from one group to the next. So something I do as soon as they enroll, I have a form, like a getting to know you form, where they talk about what their expectations for the class are, what made them take the class, what are some of their hobbies or interests. So that way I can not change what I'm teaching, but sort of adapt to what I might focus on the most or how I might present stuff. So I like to do that too.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I think that's awesome. You have a lot planned, and even though at the end of the week, you got something really major coming up for yourself. So
Yeah.
I hope it's going to be good news. That's what I'm praying for. Good news.
Mhm.
Yes, me too.
Because you've been struggling with it for a long time.
Yeah, it's been I guess a couple of months now. And then it sometimes, it's not as bad. It always hurts. But I was just telling Tim after I cleaned out the litter box, which he said he would do it, but then I ended up doing it anyway. And I should have let him do it, because as soon as I got up from scooping all the stuff and sweeping where the cats love to throw like confetti, they throw litter out of the box. I stood up after all that and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Well, it's because you feel better in some aspects and you're not feeling the pain at that moment. So
Right.
I totally understand that. Lee, how about you? What are your intentions for this week?
2 things. 1, finish up everything on my August and summer goals list. And 2, not add anything else to my plate.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. That's going to be hard, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We'll see how well you do with that one. Because I'm bad about doing that too, overextending that plate. My intentions for this week, I need to think about the artist's way, just kind of figure out how we're going to navigate that. I think we have about between 10 and 12 people that showed interest in the Discord for that. So I want to make sure everyone's still on board. So I'll probably send that to the people that asked, said that they are interested, because, people might have changed their mind, in the interim. And then also I need to think about my fall plans. Not that I have to write anything set in stone, but just kind of, see what's on the horizon for that, because I am involved in Halloween-a-thon. I've been wanting to do something with Cameron Chaney, and I haven't contacted him with that yet. And so I've got to get my thoughts together in those 2 areas. And then, of course, finish all the books and just live regular life. That's what my intentions are for this week. So Emma popped in and said, hello. I hope you're not overdoing it today. I am not. Now, who knows what'll happen, as I might have to go take a nap in a little while.
That's right. As you should.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm feeling good. It's not like I'm feeling bad or anything like that at the moment. So, and Emma was telling everyone hello as well. And thank you for booping the like button. Jen was saying, I was really trying to attempt to find a solution to recording for 2 platforms that use different orientations. So I bought this to try to eliminate double recording. That's a shame. I mean, maybe you can use it for something else, for class or something, so that way you don't feel, like you got ripped off. I don't know.
Also, who doesn't let you return something that you just bought? I mean, that's just...
I know. It seems like you bought it recently, so that you would still be under the window of time to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also too, if they said it was ideal for doing, for your channel and stuff like that, to me, that's false advertising. So I would make sure that maybe you need to contact them and ask them if it's too late, because if not, maybe you need to put a little rating for them. So that way somebody else doesn't end up with that problem. So Travis's intention is to get a new vacuum. Well, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Sorry that happens, but sometimes it does. Hello, Michelle. My intention is to focus on things that bring me joy. Last week.
Yeah.
I'm still keeping up with my joy list, because you got to try to find joy in everything. And my intentions for the week are to continue 30 pages in 30 days, art journal challenge hosted by the Artsy Bohemian. The challenge is to only spend 30 minutes a day to play with art and not overthink. That's fantastic. I like that intention. Yeah. And Chris is saying, oh, yes, the Artist's Way. That's the one that's on my TBR. And I thought you were one that had showed interest on Discord. Molly said, I missed what the inventory app is called.
Yeah.
We
put it in there for
Lori, we put it in the app. Molly, I'll see. Maybe Lori, you could put the information in Discord.
Oh yeah, sure.
Maybe under under the apps, under Saturday Morning Momentum or whatever, and maybe you can tag Molly. And then
I can make sure to do that. Yeah.
So, okay, and let's see. Chris's intentions for this week are finishing cleaning the storage closet, finish some YouTube videos, and do 3 workouts at least. Very nice. A good balance. Different areas of your life. And Molly's intention is to call and go to the pharmacy and pick goals for September. I like that. That's the thing that's fun about a new month coming is new plans.
Yes, indeed.
Plus, it's the month of fall. Not that we'll get fall where we are, Kat, until maybe late October. And you too, Lori.
Yeah, Lori
late
saying
October, but at least we're moving closer.
Well, I will say, was it last night? I think it was last night. We were looking at the weather forecast for the week, and I think it's Thursday or Friday. The low will be 69.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're getting some.
There's a little hope. I mean, that's not great, but it's better.
And lower humidity, I noticed, instead of our humidity being like high, it's sort of moderate. So that is very exciting.
That is good.
Yeah, well, you see, because I don't go outside, my hair's not, frizzed out a million miles high.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how you walk. I mean, I guess I could walk in the morning early, but I have all these other things I do. But yeah, it's just,
Yeah, it's still hot. It's still the humidity's in the morning. It's terrible.
It is.
Jen said, my intention is simple. Enjoy the last week before back to work and not get over anxious about it. Yeah. And have you seen those automatic cat box scoopers? The commercials look great. I've never looked into the cost though. Those litter robots are extremely expensive, from what I understand. Extremely.
And we got not one of those really expensive ones, but my daughter had a smaller. It's like, I don't know how to explain exactly what it was, but it's sort of like these pellets, and the cat urine is like goes under that onto a mat on the bottom, and then you just have to take care of the poopy part. But when I just had one cat, just Frere, before Karma appeared, we took the smaller one because Laurel, my daughter, ended up, instead of having 2 cats, they had 4, so she needed a bigger one of those things. And for some reason, Frere, because he'd just been used to the old timey, just scoop and, whatever, he was very angry and he would not use that fancy one. So he kept pooping beside it. And this is really disgusting, but y'all are going to have to endure it because I did. I kept looking for where he was urinating and I could not find it anywhere. I'm like, where are you doing this? And then I went to do my laundry one day and found out he'd been doing it in my dirty laundry basket.
Oh.
So, needless to say, we had to go back to the old, traditional, nastier way of doing things because Frere, he's got a little attitude.
I love cats. They are my favorite animal, but they can be quite vindictive when they get their way. And they will do things to you that you're like, and for whatever reason, I don't know. For whatever reason, if they don't get their way, they'll get you.
That's probably why I identify so well with them. We might have a little bit of similarity in that.
Yeah, well, the litter robot is cool because when I went to go check on Claire, my niece down the road, when they went out of town, she told me that Binks likes to jump into the litter robot. He thinks it's fun to jump in the middle of when it's doing the cycle. So then it gets stuck. Okay. So sure enough, I go there and it was blinking or whatever. And so I was like, Binks, you were playing in the litter robot. So I had to reset it and it did everything to do whatever. And I'm like, hopefully he doesn't mess it up, by the time they get back. But yeah. So you got one cat that will not use it. And then you'll have another one that thinks it's fun in games. And mess it all up.
Yes.
So yeah, Jim was explaining right here that with Amazon, they sometimes don't let you return items with a certain battery because it's dangerous to ship.
Oh,
I know it's stupid. It's my own fault in not checking that.
no, it's not your fault.
No.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't have to listen to that. So there's an email that you can contact through Amazon. And if you push the issue, they'll call it a one-time exception.
Oh, good.
I will try to find because I did this once, and I will try to find what email I used and put it in the Discord if I can find it.
Yeah.
You want to look for the one-time exemption.
Yeah, because that really and truly, I think that's wrong.
Or I could call clients that I've had at Amazon and say, I need you to help my friend.
That's probably the way.
Right.
We'll figure it out.
So also, Travis said, I found one with hardly any bad reviews. It's around $50. So we're going to try that one. Also, I passed both my classes with A's, major gold stars. I'm enjoying my weekend. Then I have speech science starting Monday. And this semester, I'm only taking one course at a time because 2 accelerated 7-week courses is a lot. It is. And also, you're working full time.
Yeah.
I mean, so gold star because you're working full time and you're working in an environment that's extremely toxic.
Yeah.
Alicia's intentions, finished setting up my reading challenge, plan for son's 8th birthday party and Mickey's Not So Scary, and plan and batch film September videos. Excellent. You got a lot on your plate for this week. And Travis said, one last thing, forgot to mention earlier, after the movie tonight, my best friend and I are having dinner, then pulling out the couch bed and having a sleepover watching found footage. That sounds like fun.
I want to come up. Let me rush to your part of the state. I love that idea.
That's fun. I love that. And Travis is confirming, so ready for 60s high, 70s here. I'm tired of sweating like a sinner in church.
I'm telling you, me too. Me too. That's why I don't leave my house.
Traditionally, autumn starts on August 1st in Ireland.
Oh,
yet another reason for me to move.
Another reason for me to move to Ireland too.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Jamie's intentions for the week are to make a t-shirt for her friend's birthday and get it in the mail on Monday. Nice.
Cool.
For the week, my intention is to catch up on making birthday cards.
Also good.
You're so creative, Jamie.
I know.
She is. I recently took in my 3rd cat and she throws the scoopable litter everywhere. I need an alternative. Yes. Yep. Jen, change your name to Literary Robot. He's funny. I cannot remember the litter robots. I have one. It died after a year and a half and would not rotate right. We ended up going back to scooping method as well. Yeah. Okay. So yes, Jen's going to check that out. Thanks for that tip, Liz. That's very important.
Yeah.
Okay. And look at him. Jen, he said, I would love to add you to the cuddle puddle.
Aw.
Yay.
And those are great intentions, Lee. I love Lee's intention, really, to not add another thing to the plate because we're so always trying to stack, and be the most important, productive. And what does it end up doing? It breaks our backs, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It ends up making us sick. So, and then that last week I watched a found footage horror movie, Grave Encounters. So scary. List, Travis.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is the end of Saturday Morning Momentum. Episode 23 is in the books.
Yay.
And, Alicia is agreeing that she needs that intention as well.
Yeah.
Not adding one more. And thank you so much for being here, Travis. I appreciate everyone being here today. We'll be back here next Saturday. As of right now, I do have Sprint scheduled for Wednesday.
Yay.
I also have a book club meeting for middle grade March at 8 p.m. So it will be a shorter, sprinting time, about 4 hours instead of maybe 5. So anyway, that's the plan. As of today, but as we know, life sometimes, I think the universe is testing me, honestly. First the knee, then the back, now this illness. I think it's trying to say, are you really going to stick to all those habits that you say you're going to stick to? And I'm going to be like, hell yeah, because I got accountability partners. So thank y'all very much. And we will see y'all back here soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.